Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I'm recording this session so that I can upload it later on onto the WhatsApp channel. My name is Nipun. I'm going to be running this orientation. This is for the skis and slopes SSM3 and SSM4, both skiing and snowboarding. We are running it together because the dates are the same, the location is the same, the list of things to carry is the same. Only the activities are going to differ. So I will, when I'm going through the information docket, I will first go through the daily schedule of skiing, then I'll go through the daily schedule of snowboarding. You'll see the similarities. It's basically the activities which will change mainly. Other than that, I'll start off by giving a little brief about Inme so that the people who don't have the background of Inme can get it. Inme started doing adventure programs for children in 1996. They started as a company called Discovery Camps, which became iDiscover, and then became Eureka. There was a split in the partners in 2006, and in 2008, two of the partners with other people started Inme. Then Inme and Eureka were working as separate companies. In 2019, the partners got together and we have the company merged as one. So Inme Eureka became one company. And now what we're doing is currently that Inme runs the retail programs, as we call it, which is any child from the age group of 9 to 17 can come for our summer or winter programs. And Eureka is working directly with schools. So we have school-specific programs. Going after this season, it'll actually be all Inme. We'll be shutting down Eureka as a brand altogether. To give a background about myself, so that you understand, I've been on the programs as a child from 1997 to 2001. After that, I went and did my MBA and stuff, and then came back and joined them, and I've been running the company for them. So I'll be able to give you perspective from a child perspective, from a parent perspective, from an instructor perspective. So any questions you have, do hold on to them. I will, at the end of the orientation, I'll ask you to raise hands in the reactions. There is a raise hand option. So I'll ask you to raise hand and I'll answer all your questions one by one. 99.9% of your questions would be answered during my orientation. I will go through each and every aspect of it. So mostly all your questions would be answered after that. I'm just going to share my screen and start. Yeah. I hope everybody can see my screen. So I'm going to start off with the program. This is from April 1st to April 8th. We're going to be departing Delhi on April 1st, right? April 1st, 6 p.m. is the departure time. And we'll be returning on April 8th, early morning. Okay, in terms of skiing, first of all, we're going to a place called Solang Valley. Solang Valley is ahead of Kullu Manali. So it's about a 35-minute drive ahead of Kullu. It has nice snow-capped peaks. We have three different slopes which we use during this time. One is a slope which is right behind the resort we are staying, where the first two sessions will happen. Then we head to a longer slope, and finally the longest slope. So there are three slopes which we're going to be doing. For skiing, it's an introduction to skiing. So we want the children to become comfortable with skis, understand how skis work, how do you balance, how do you go downhill, if you have to go uphill, how do you go it using things like herringbone and sidestepping with certain types of techniques. How do you stop? How do you turn using the clock turn and the kick turn? All those things will be taught to them. And they'll understand by the end of it, we have seen children being able to ski properly. They are able to balance themselves. They understand the different types of postures which are required. So this on the left-hand side is actually the slope right behind the resort. This is the longer slope which we use. As you can see, it keeps going up, 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 up at the back, right? Okay, so day one, we begin the journey from New Delhi Airport. We're going to be using AC Volvo buses or Bharat Benz buses, which are very comfortable, 2x2 with recliner seats. Children love it, children enjoy it. So they go very nicely and they love the whole drive from here. The route to Manali is quite broad. It's now they have tunnels also and stuff, so it's easy and it's become faster to reach Manali. Overall, it's about a 14-hour journey, which includes stops and breaks. So we leave at 6 a.m. We should be there in Manali by 6:37, and another 35-40 minutes to the resort, which is in Solang. So usually we reach there by 8:30 maximum. There have been times we've reached at 9:30 also. That's because of traffic sometimes. So day two, we'll arrive in Manali, we'll transfer to Shillong, and the morning will be spent settling in, getting to know each other, having some ice-breaking activities, understanding how the program is going to work, and just rest a little bit. And post lunch, we will introduce them to the equipment, which will be their skiing gear. They will get to know their poles, they'll get to know their skis. They'll also be issued skiing boots, which is according to the size of their shoes. So they'll try them on, they'll walk in them, they'll get comfortable in them because they are a little difficult to walk in because they're quite high. They go above the shin. They're almost till the knee, and so they need to understand how to walk in it. How do you balance themselves? How do you walk on ice on it? More importantly, because those are meant for walking on ice and snow. After that will take up the afternoon, and in the evening will be a relaxing, some games and understanding each other again. Day three is when the main skiing will start. So they will head to the slope right behind the resort. They'll understand balancing and stopping over there. And they will also go on a low gradient. So low gradient, when I keep saying gradients, so almost a flat or a low gradient would be the first slope they're going to use. The next slope will be like this, a little bit more gradient and a little bit more speed. The third one will be actually the one which will be the longest, which will actually go straight down, flat, straight down, flat. So it's a very long slope. Okay, so the first day, day three, we are on. Day three, they'll understand balancing, stopping, and understanding a new gear. In the evening, so the day will go into understanding just how to balance yourself on the skis. It's a tough thing because you keep falling, you keep getting back up. It's quite exhausting. So once they have understood how to balance and stop themselves, so they'll go a little bit down and understanding how to stop, which is more important, right? So they'll understand that. And in the evening, we'll go to Solang Nala, which is the tourist destination, just to explore, understand how the village is working, how they're earning money through tourism, and we'll just walk around and see the sights. Day four is when they start, practicing this skiing skills and also learning turning techniques. So now we are on a little bit more, it's like when you started, we were on a flat slope. Now we are on a low gradient with a little bit longer slope. So they'll understand how to turn. So they'll actually get time to go down. They'll get a nice slope to go down where they'll pick up speed and they have to turn left, right, understanding how they're balancing. We'll do this with the ski poles and without the ski poles also. Without the ski poles is important because they understand how their body has to balance to the right or to the left when they're turning and how to keep yourself upright. And then the ski slopes come into action to help them turn fast. They'll also understand how to go uphill. So they'll do the side heading and there's another technique of how to, you stomp your ski in the side and you climb up, and then how to turn and do slope maneuvers. All those things will be taught on day four. They'll also understand how to ski on flat surfaces. And there's something called the fall line. So when you're skiing and you know that you're about to fall, how do you fall? There's a particular line which you're falling, so you have to fall in a certain way so that first of all you don't injure yourself. Second, you're making sure if somebody's coming from behind, you're safe, and they can also see you falling and they'll be able to turn. So all those things will be taught to them that day. Now, day five is when they are away from the resort. They go to the new slopes, the longer slopes. So till now, we are coming back for lunch. Day five is going to be a picnic lunch. Day 5, 6 is going to be picnic lunch. They're not going to come back to the resort. The whole day, from morning till evening, is going to be spent on the slopes so that they get enough time to repeat and practice, repeat and practice. Over here, they'll also understand when they're on the longer slope, they'll understand how to do multiple turns rather than just turning once, how to do multiple turns on the same snow ride, ski ride. And they will also do a little bit of jumping. So they'll understand how to do jumping. But the main jumping will come the next day. So we'll build small speed breakers in the slopes, so in the snow, so that they come and they just do this and go. The next day will be bigger ones so that they can actually do a proper jump. In the evening, we'll have bonfire at the hotel and some games around it. Day 6 is when they'll hit the steepest slope, right, which is the longest slope. Over here, they're going to do jumps. They're going to do, they'll have an obstacle course. They'll have a race at the end so that, they can practice everything and actually use their skills. So the whole day in the evening, we'll have the race. The whole day in the morning, they're going to do jumping. They're going to do turns. We'll put some obstacles so that they're able to do it. They'll understand, and at the end, a race. Day 7, we'll wrap up with the closing session in the morning with some free time in the snow, and then we'll go to Manali. We'll shift to Manali where they'll have enough time to do some shopping, souvenir shopping, and we'll have lunch there, and then we'll depart for Delhi from there itself. Day 8, they'll arrive early in the morning. Now, this is the kind of slope gradient on the last day, which you can see. They go on a steep downhill. They'll come to a flat and then again downhill. So that's how it's going to work. I'm just going to shift to snowboarding, and then I'll go on to the safety, accommodation, the do's and don'ts. Okay, so this is snowboarding happening at the same location, everything the same, just the activity is going to be different. So day 1, again, you begin your journey. Day 2, you arrive in Manali. Post lunch, they'll get the snowboards, and they'll also understand how to strap onto the snowboard bindings. In the snowboard, the one foot is bound and one foot will be open initially. Then both feet will be bound at the end. But initially, there'll be one foot bound and one foot open. They'll understand stances. They'll understand balances. So, if you're doing snowboarding, skiing is very different. Skiing, you're standing and you're bending from your knees forward. But in snowboarding, you're bending sideways and your back has to be in a particular manner. So understanding those stances and balances. So they'll do that a little bit in the snow. Day 3 is when they start the basics. They'll learn how to skate with one foot strapped in and one foot not. They'll master the falling, which is called the leaf technique. So on skiing, it's called the fall line. In snowboarding, it's called the leaf technique. So they'll understand if they're going and they have to fall, how to fall like a leaf, right? So that's why it's called the leaf technique. So understanding how they can use the leaf technique to fall safely and protect themselves. Evening again, like skiing will go to Solang Nala, they'll also head to Solang Nala. Day 4, they'll progress to do edge control. Edge control is when you're doing snowboarding, right? Because you're on one flat board, there are lots of times you'll bend here or there. The edge goes into the snow. So how do you control it? How do you link turns, right? So when you're coming and you have to turn right and left at the same time, how do you do it? It's called an S turn, which we do a lot more ahead. But right now it's only right and left. When it comes S turn, it becomes right, left, right, or left, right, left. So that's how it works. So they'll also practice the art of toe side and heel side movements. So when you on your toes, what happens when you're on your heel? What happens? How the snowboard turns? How it feels? All those will happen. They'll work on gliding and stopping. So they'll do that. And at the end, we'll shift to day 5. So in the evening, we'll be at the hotel with bonfire and everything. Day 5 is when they're away onto the longer slopes where they're going to have a picnic lunch. So here they're going to challenge themselves. They start challenging themselves and also refine their carving techniques and gaining confidence. So carving is basically when you're on the snow. I'll show you a photograph below. It's they carve through the snow and how do they go ahead, especially if nobody has done snowboarding on that slope. They'll have picnic and they'll cap off the day with a bonfire. Day 6 is when they're on the steepest slopes, similar to skiing. They'll work on advanced maneuvers like S-turn, which I said, left, right, left, so rather than just left, right, so they're going to actually go in an S shape and go ahead. They will do some jumps, they'll do some turns, quick stops, and also race at the end. And again, they'll wrap up the day with a lively bonfire. Day 7 is when they conclude. They'll get some free time, which will be in the snow before heading to Manali, similar to skiing, for shopping and sightseeing, and then they'll depart for Delhi in the evening. They'll arrive. So this photograph on the right is a carving. So that's how they carve into the snow. So that's what it's called. This is all the snowboarding. Okay, so I'm done about the activity. Now I'm going to go into the safety and the other stuff, which is common for both. One, first of all, we follow 1:6 instructor-child ratio. This is a strict policy which we follow. So for every 6 children, we have one instructor over there. On these programs, actually, it will be 1:4 or 1:5. We'll also have female instructors for every 10 girls on the program. We ensure there's one female instructor minimum. There will be at least 2 to 3 female instructors on this program. In terms of, and by the way, these instructors are all certified skiers and snowboarders, other than being mountaineers. They are also, most of them are representing India in the competitions outside, so they're national level skiers and snowboarders. In terms of transportation, we have been partnering with these vendors for a very long time. They understand that we are transporting children, so there's a certain speed limit to be followed. The drivers are briefed on speed limit. They are also made to, they're checked for alcohol. They're checked to make sure they've slept. There are 2 drivers in the night for the overnight bus, so that if one person is feeling sleepy, we'll change the driver immediately. There's a specific travel team which goes, whose responsibility is to make sure that the travel goes smoothly and safely for the children. In terms of equipment, as we'll be hiring it from third-party vendors, because we have to get these snowboards. These snowboards are checked by our instructors before they are given to the children to make sure they are of the top quality and are safe. There is no, wear and tear, too much wear and tear, which can spoil their experience. So we make sure of that, and also the sizes. Because this is a large group, we will have a doctor on the camp. Otherwise, usually we have a doctor on call on these programs, but we will have a doctor on the camp, and there'll be an emergency vehicle on standby throughout the programs. In terms of accommodation and meals, we are staying in a hotel in Solang Valley with separate rooms for boys and girls. Obviously, each room has attached toilets with the WC, with the Western commodes, with the bum washers, the hand faucets, along with baths with hot running water. The rooms also have heating, but what we do is that during the night, we will ask the children to switch off the heating a little. We'll switch it off from the back end a little late in the night, because what happens is the children, if they keep the heater on, when they wake up in the morning and they come out, the sudden cold will hit them. So we don't want that to happen. We want them to be accustomed. So, we'll reduce the heating slowly and steadily during the night, so that by the time they come out in the morning, they are comfortable and the cold doesn't hit them too much. While the hotel has ample cleaning staff, we ask the children to make sure their rooms are clean. They are living in a community, they are living with others. They need to understand that they have to be empathic towards their roommates, and understanding that why rooms need to be clean, not just when you're alone. When there are people around, it's more important to make sure the room is clean and you keep your stuff in your bag and it's kept nicely kept, so that other children are not getting disturbed with. In terms of meals, mainly vegetarian meals. What I'll tell you, the meal schedule. 6 a.m. is when they wake up. They'll be getting hot tea, drinking chocolate, some snacks like biscuits and all, milk available, hot milk available. This is when they wake up after they brush their teeth. After that, we do some warm-up activities. Then we have breakfast around 7:30. 8 o'clock, 8:30 is when they depart for their activity. We'll have a snack break in the middle where we give them refreshments, trail mix, so that we know that their energy is up, along with juices and stuff. 1:30 is lunch. 5:30 is tea with hot snacks. 7 o'clock is soup. 8 o'clock is dinner. Now, other than this, if the children are feeling hungry, they can always come to us and say that they're feeling hungry. We'll get some snacks arranged for them, either biscuits or cakes or something. Do not send any, children will carry tuck for the travel, but that's it. After the travel is over, we will take that tuck away. So make sure you're not sending too much. We want them to know. We want to know what they're eating. We want their energies up, and we don't want too much food wastage. Also, if they eat in their rooms, it causes a lot of dirtiness and everything. And the junk food is nothing which will give them energy, right? We all know chips and all doesn't give energy. We need to make sure they're having high energy food. So make sure that you're not sending too much of snacks over there. In terms of departure and arrival, we'll start from Terminal 2 bus parking at Delhi Airport at 6 p.m. All the children, parents and children who are in Delhi, who are coming from Delhi itself, when you're approaching Terminal 2, the ramp you see going to the departure, on the right is the arrival. These are the two roads we usually use. There's a road on the left-hand side of the ramp of Terminal 2 departure, which goes into the car parking. The car parking and the bus parking are the same. We will be sending you a Google Map location of this 48 hours before, so you don't need to worry, and a contact person who will be there at the departure. For the children who are flying in, you'll be getting a number from our side 48 hours before of an airport coordinator who will be coordinating amongst all the three terminals. So whichever terminal you're landing at, you have to call the airport coordinator. That person will direct you who to meet with what person is waiting right outside the terminal gate, so that you're in safe hands. The journey takes approximately 14 hours, like I said, including bio breaks and meal stop. While the actual travel time is shorter, it totally depends on the bio breaks, and if you get traffic or anything, it can become longer. The mode of transport is AC Volvo Benz buses till Manali. After that, MUVs or tempo travelers till Solang Valley. Now, some expectation settings for the parents and the participants. This is just to be so that we are all on the same page. We understand what the program is about, what are the rules and regulations. So first of all, it's not a luxury camp or a resort, right? While we are staying in a hotel, doesn't mean that you'll get room service, doesn't mean that you'll get TV to watch. We want you to feel like a camping experience. So you will be in charge of cleaning your rooms. You will not have a TV. We want you to talk to each other. We want you to interact with each other and actually get to know each other. Right? There might be a few times you might have to rough it up. So if you're going, say, the day and 5 and 6, when we are not coming back to the hotel, near the slopes, there are no toilets. So we go into what we say look with a view or behind the bush activity. We'll have allocated spaces for girls, allocated spaces for guys, boys, sorry, and you'll be, the instructor will be there to make sure that privacy is maintained. If you need to go to the loo during that time, you'll go outside into the outdoors. Now, in terms of communication and updates, there are no cell phones allowed, parents. For the people who are traveling in, obviously they'll need to carry a cell phone, which we'll take away once they arrive in Delhi. But other than that, no cell phones on the program, no communication devices, no Kindles, nothing. Please do not send anything. You will receive a link. You would have received a link to join a WhatsApp channel. I hope you joined the respective WhatsApp channel of SSM3 and SSM4. All our updates following this will be coming there. We will be sending, this recording also will be uploaded there as a YouTube link 48 hours before, while we'll send out a message to you, but the main message will come on the WhatsApp channel. This will also, updates will when the program is going on, will be on the WhatsApp channel. So around 11 a.m. and 6 p.m., there are two updates we put. These are text updates talking about what the group is doing, how the group is feeling, what's the weather like, if they've had something good to eat, what did they eat. If anything is happening, we'll tell you what's the fun they are having. If there is an individual update required, so say somebody's had an injury or somebody is ill, we will send out, we will call you and we will have a talk with you on what's happening. Say a person has had an injury, right? Now, when I say injury, has to be above stomach ache, headache, mild scratch, mild bruises, mild fever. Those are normal. Those are given in the outdoors in these kind of camps because children are not used to that kind of physical activity. Those are normal. But if, say, somebody gets a serious sprain which needs an X-ray, or if somebody fractures their bone or something, we will call you. We will tell you, okay, this has happened. This is the action we are taking. We are heading to the hospital right now. Once the X-ray is done, we'll call you. You'll also get to speak to your child. We'll take you into confidence in what our actions are. So say somebody has to get a plaster. Okay, this is the plaster we're getting. Are you comfortable with it? All those things we'll be having a chat, making sure you're in the know, and you'll be able to speak to your child and your prototype. Other than that, there is no connect with the parents, otherwise, of the children, and they do not need it. Also, we want them to be independent. We want them to actually, be self-reliant, and that's how it works. There will be photographs we'll be putting up in the evening on the same channel, but these photographs are limited. There are about 10 to 20 photographs which we'll put. Sorry. But at the end of the program, there'll be a Google Drive folder which we'll put up. There are about 300, 400 photographs we click and videos. So all those will be shared over there and you can download those. In terms of, I already talked about no phones, no screen policy. So do not send any gadgets. Any expensive items are the responsibility of the children. In terms of fitness and preparation, I know exams are going on, but if you were not active in sports before the exams are happening, I would suggest that at least start jogging and walking 30 to 45 minutes every day. This is just to ensure that you don't get cramps or muscle pulls while you're on the camp. There's nothing else to it. We have zero tolerance towards bullying and indiscipline. If we find somebody bullying, obviously there'll be an investigation. And if we feel that this is required, we'll be calling both the sets of parents, the person who's been bullied, the person who's bullied. And there are situations where we gotten the child back down at the expense of the parents. Now, any substance, cigarettes, alcohol, or any contraband is not tolerated. It will result in, if you found, result in immediate expulsion from the program. Junk food and tuck, I've already spoken that we handle everything. You can send a little bit of tuck for the travel. By 6 p.m. they get on the bus. We have chips, we have biscuits, we have juices, water available for them. Dinner after that, and then in the morning they'll have breakfast. But children do love to carry chips and stuff on their own, so that's okay. Pocket money, we take care mostly of everything. In the kit list, I'll talk about it also. So you can send around 5,000 rupees for them to buy merchandise at our Inme store, and for any souvenir shopping they want to do in Manali. For the children who are flying in, I do recommend them carrying 2,000 rupees more for any kind of food they want to buy at the airport while they are flying in and when they're flying out, because our food will start after 6 p.m. once they're on the bus. So children might be flying in around 2:30. We'll take them to a small food court. They can buy. There is KFC there. There is Moti Mahal, One Go, Wow Momos, things like they have those over there. They can always buy whatever they want to eat, and we can be sitting there. And they'll head to the bus around 5:15 p.m. and then they get on the bus. Okay, coming to the list of things to carry, which is common for both. So do not, I would not suggest over or under packing. This is an extensive list we have come up with. So March and April weather, it usually ranges from 20 degrees in the daytime to 5 degrees late at night. But when the sun set, even 5 degrees, while 5 degrees is late at night, even if it's 6 degrees, 7 degrees at that time, the wind chill makes it feel like minus degrees. So make sure when we say warm jackets and stuff, they are carrying those, but it will be required. 6 t-shirts, full sleeve, preferably quick dry and in dark colors. If not, make sure they're warm at least. 2 warm track pants, 2 sweatshirt hoodies to layer up, 1 down feather jacket for sub-zero temperature, 6 pairs of socks, out of which at least 5 should be woolen, 3 pairs of thermals, lower and upper both. This will be used. Some children who do feel cold will use it for during skiing. Some children who do not feel cold will at least use it at night for sure. 2 woolen warm caps. Parents ask me, why are these always 2, 2, 2? if something gets wet, it takes time to dry off over there. So we want to make sure that they have two pairs. And if it gets wet after the sun has gone down, by the time they'll be able to dry off any of the woolen scarf or the woolen cap or the waterproof warm gloves, by that time they might catch a cold. So make sure they're carrying two warm caps, woolen caps. Can be one woolen cap, can be one warm cap, or you can make one woolen scarf, one muffler, two pair of waterproof warm gloves. They're going to be using this in the snow throughout the day, not just for skiing. When they are having snowball fights, when they're playing the snow, the snowball, the waterproof warm gloves will be required. One pair of warm night clothes, one quick dry towel, undergarments sufficient. You know exactly how much your child will need. Please send accordingly. Skiing and snowboarding specific gear, two waterproof lowers. These can be track pants or joggers, a little loose so that they can come above the thermals if required. One to two waterproof jackets, one pair dark sunglasses with retainer straps, so the straps which come from behind. Uh, the snow reflects sun, right? There is something called snow blindness, which is temporary. Your eyes, you'll see dark clouds for about 30 seconds to 1 minute because the sun has reflected and come into your eye. It's the same like if you keep staring at the sun directly, you see these dark clouds which come in front of you. You see these black spots. So make sure they're carrying dark sunglasses. If you're wearing spectacles, there are clip-on shades which come nowadays. Please make sure you're carrying those, or you're carrying at least one pair of powered sunglasses. In terms of footwear, one pair of comfortable ankle-high rubber-soled waterproof shoes. This is going to be used in the afternoon, evenings when they're going for to say the Solang Valley trek. They're having bonfire. This is when it's required. When they're in the snow, they're obviously using the skiing boots when they're skiing mainly. But otherwise, these will be required, and they will walk through snow during the day also when they're not skiing. So please make sure they're rubber soled and waterproof. If you have them beforehand, perfect. If not, they're available on Decathlon. They're available on Amazon. Amazon has another brand called Bold Fit, Boldfit. Both are quite reasonable. You can look at these and buy them. One pair of bathroom slippers. If you've been to our programs other than skiing, you would have realized we always do not allow bathroom slippers. This is the only place we want you to carry bathroom slippers because this will be used inside the room. Outside the room, you will have to be in shoes. You cannot be in slippers or floaters because it's going to be cold. So make sure you carry one pair of bathroom slippers. Other items, personal toiletries other than your shower gel. Shower gel can be a 3-in-1 face, hair, body, unless you want to send two different bottles. Toothbrush, toothpaste. You should include a sunscreen SPF 30 plus because you will get sunburnt over there. Lip balm and cold cream for chapped lips and dry skin. A torch or a headlamp. At night, if the electricity goes, it takes about 30 to 45 minutes for the generators to kick in. Other than that, when you're in the room and you need to go to the loo or look for something when others are sleeping, it's bad manners to be switching on the light. If you have your torch or a headlamp with you, you can switch it on and you can use that very easily. One plastic bag for used and wet clothes so that you can bring your wet clothes back, not destroying the other clothes that you have. One water bottle, 750 ml to 1 liter capacity, should be a steel bottle or a thermos. We do not want disposable plastic bottles because we have ourselves stopped taking bottled water on the buses. Now what we do is we take the Bisleri 20 liters with a dispenser so that the children can refill. We want to reduce the plastic waste as much as possible. And I think everybody will agree over there. It's optional is hand warmers. Nowadays, you get these hand warmers which are available on Amazon, Blinkit, Instamart. These are small pouches which they rub and they can become warm, right? These are optional for the children who feel really, really cold. You can carry those also. Medicines and glasses. If we're going to be carrying all kinds of medicines. You do not need to send any medicine unless your child is on some specific medicines, or if they don't have allopathy, you want to send homeopathy or Ayurveda for them. Make sure you're sending a list of what medicine has to be given when, and with that, send it in a pouch. It should be handed over to us at the departure so that we administer it. We don't want any child self-medicating, especially as you know when it's required to medicate and they don't tell us they've been having any kind of medicines, and if any medicine can react, that will be a problem, right? So we want to make sure that we know what medicine they are having. Spectacles, if anybody wears spectacles, make sure they're carrying an extra pair. Contact lenses dry off, they're not recommended at all over there. In terms of packing, one small day pack or a knapsack. This will be required to put on the bus on the top, and when you're going for skiing, you'll be carrying this. You'll have your water bottle in. When you don't want to use your jacket, you can put your jacket in. All your layers can come in there. So normal school bag or a small day pack is required. One rucksack or a duffel bag to pack everything else. Do not send suitcases or hard luggage, trolleys. First of all, the children will have to carry this up the stairs to there's no lift over there. The hotel, we can be on the third floor of the hotel, so they will have to carry this up. They cannot drag it up the stairs, obviously. Second, suitcases take up more space. They're difficult to manage. They can easily break, and then we have a problem, right? So no suitcases, duffel bags or rucksack, which they can carry on their back. In terms of cash, I've already spoken. We'll have Inme merch, which is also available online, which they can buy. Other than that, we'll be souvenir shopping in Manali. So 5,000 rupees is what we are recommending for that. And if you're flying in, make sure you carry 1,000, 2,000 more. I'll come to that again, Niche. Do not carry mobile phones, expensive jewelry, electronic gadgets. If you're carrying a camera or a GoPro, it's at your responsibility. We do not take it. We do not take responsibility of it. It is snow. You're skiing. It can break. It can get spoiled. So please make sure whatever you're bringing is something your parents won't kill you if it gets spoiled, because we don't want to be sitting there and consoling you that your camera got spoiled and now your mother will kill you, right? So make sure it's something which is fine if you want to carry your own camera. Otherwise, we are clicking a lot of pictures. Some children want specific pictures, or we want to pose or something. We will click those. We'll put them on the Google Drive, so you don't need to worry about that. For participants flying into the departure city, ensure that you're carrying a pouch which has your name on it. The pouch should, when you reach Delhi, when you've spoken to your parents, when you hand over the pouch should have power bank with the charging cable for your phone, because we're not going to open your phone at all. When you get back, the charge might be out, so you need it to charge it. A printed copy of the return ticket so that you're not dependent on your phone. Original Aadhaar card, so that easily access into the airport and we're not worrying that your phone is not charged. Cash for food, like 2,000 rupees, especially for no-frills flights like Indigo, SpiceJet. If your child is flying in and is below 12 years old, there's an unaccompanied minor regulation which comes into play. Please reach out to the Inme spokesperson you've been talking to. They'll explain to you what you have to do and how we can help you over there. Okay, I will now stop talking. If anybody has questions, please go into reactions and raise your hand. I'll come to you one by one. In the chat, will skiing boots be given at the camp itself? Yes, they'll be given at the camp itself. There'll be enough snow, but still you have enough ice packs to care. Yes, we'll have ice packs for any kind of swelling, but over there, we require more of the sprays and everything. So the doctor takes care of that. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay, Keshav.
Yeah, hi. This is Keshav's mother. How
Yes.
many children per room?
Ma'am, 3 children per room, 3 boys or 3 girls.
Got it. And if my child is landing into Terminal 3, how does he get from Terminal 3 to Terminal 2? Will someone will
Ma'am,
help him?
Terminal 3 and Terminal 2 are actually adjoining each other. They're joined by the hip.
Okay. Okay.
We'll be sending out a mobile number where they can contact. That will be
Understood.
48 hours before.
Understood. And I think we were told specific flights. He's flying in from Bangalore, and we
Yeah,
were told specific flights. And so,
yeah.
how many kids would be there on that flight from Bangalore to Delhi?
Yes, there will be other children also.
There will
So,
be other.
just before the program, about 48 hours or so, we will be the Bangalore team makes a group so that everybody can, easily know each other.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. iPhone. I don't know who you are. It just says iPhone. I'll come to you, Mr. Goel.
Yeah,
Okay.
hi. Hi.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Shweta. Yeah, I
Yes.
just wanted to ask. My daughter wears the glasses. So how do
Hmm.
is she can wear the lenses too also because she has to wear the sunglasses for when she go for the skiing.
The sunglasses, ma'am, if the contact lenses tend to dry up. That's the only issue we have, right? Especially in those
Okay.
kind of weather. If she has powered sunglasses, perfect. Otherwise, yeah, she can carry. So the spectacles. If you go to the shops now, they have clip-ons. They have dark
Okay.
shade clip-ons which come. If
Okay.
you can
Okay.
get those are the perfect ones, and she can
Okay.
use them for her life.
Okay.
So much
Thank you.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Sandeep Goel. So you're on mute. You'll have to ask, either you'll have to unmute or ask your daughter.
I want to know how many of them
Please
are
tell your
from.
daughter, please tell your daughter it's okay to be technology a little bit challenged. She should not shout at you. I didn't like the way she was speaking to you at that time.
No, no, no. She was not shouting. No, no, she was not shouting at all.
Yeah.
That is a father-daughter bond, so it's not an
Good.
issue at all.
Okay.
I just want to know how many of them are from Kolkata.
How many children from Kolkata? Just wait. I have, uh, I have 8 children, sir.
And do you have any knowledge that they all are traveling with the same flight or different flights?
Sir, I think Vinita and Deepthi would have given the same flight to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't have that right now.
And one more thing, last time when I remember she went to Inme group, see, there was only Volvo bus option was there. This
Yeah.
time I heard that there is two other bus, some other buses also there.
Either Volvo or Bharat Benz, which is the Mercedes Benz buses which are there.
Okay. Okay, fine. Do you want to ask anything?
How
You
many?
can come to. Huh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I'm Palakshi. I'll be going to the camp.
Yeah,
I
Palakshi.
have a question. How many people will be staying in one room of the hotel?
Three,
Three.
three girls.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. GJ, you put something on the chat as a hands up, I'm assuming.
Yes, Nipun,
Yes.
hi, Gaurav here.
Yeah.
I just want to know. See, my daughter is going to travel from Jodhpur.
Okay.
Uh, we can fly to Chandigarh also. Why you make them travel to Delhi? Is there a possibility? At least the length is shortened. We can
So
fly to
Chandigarh,
Chandigarh.
first of all, we bypass Chandigarh. We don't go into Chandigarh, right?
Okay,
So you'll have to drop her to Kharar, which is ahead of
okay,
Chandigarh, and that will be
okay.
around after midnight.
Oh, that's late. No.
Yeah. So here, 6 o'clock we depart. 8:30 we have dinner. By
Hmm.
10:30, 11 they are asleep.
Yeah, but it's a long, like 14 hours. Nipun, it's really tiresome. Is
Yeah.
there somewhere, other option like Dharamshala? They can is what
No,
else
sir.
is an option apart from Delhi?
So there is no option for Manali other than this. Dharamshala is also about a 10-hour journey, about 8 to 10 hour journey from Manali. Because you're high up in the mountain, you come down. Also, Dharamshala and Manali have airports which are not functional half the time.
Hmm. So is
So
because
all
see, I'm a
children
bit
go
worried about this.
comfortably. It's you
Hmm.
who are worrying. Your children have a blast of a time. Trust me on that one. While going, I'll
No,
tell
that's
you.
fine.
Yeah,
I see. Problem is night travel in India. No, in terms of the safety of that is where the bus. I'm just this long journey is something which I'm a bit skeptical and just want to know some any other
totally.
options are
So
available.
we
Yeah,
uh, we keep two drivers in each bus on
yeah.
purpose, and we have a travel
Hmm.
team which will be awake throughout the night, which is nothing to do with the camp. So their whole focus is to make sure your children are reaching safely. And we've been
Okay,
doing this forever. The overnight travel, we've been doing this now for more than 10 years. No incidents till
okay.
now.
Yeah, yeah. So no, I think we want to continue that. Just I want to be, but that you please ensure the safety of the in terms of this road travel is pretty. I'm a bit worried
Totally,
about. Just
totally.
yeah.
We are also
Great.
worried
Thanks.
about it. That's the main thing which is
Yes.
never under our control, right? And
Yeah,
we have to
exactly.
take
See, I'm
all
not
kind
worried
of
about the camp.
precautions. We have to take
So
all
just
kind of
please,
precautions for it. Make
yeah,
sure the road is fine. We have somebody who goes in advance. So I have people who will actually leave. So fortunately, this program is back to back with another program, right? So there's
okay,
SSM1 and 2 happening. Will finish, and these guys will reach, right?
okay,
So we'll anyways have enough information. But SSM1 leaves on 27th of March. On 25th of March, I have 2 people who will leave from Delhi to make sure that the road is fine till there.
okay, great. Okay, fine. So just I think just check the drivers, uh, like credentials. They should be good.
Totally, totally.
Rest from our side, it's
Yeah.
okay. I think. And how many in total in the camp? This particular, how many
Right now,
total batch?
46.
46. Is that
Yeah,
a too big number or is that normal for you guys?
that's normal, sir.
Okay. Thanks, Nipun.
We
Thank you.
our Tons camp has 96.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shobha, we will be sending a mobile number to you. There will be somebody to receive your child at 2:33 over there, for sure. Okay. I'm just going to answer the things in the messages, and then I'm coming. iPhone, your hand was raised from before, or it's back up?
Hi. Hi.
Rima, ma'am, I'm
Actually,
just coming to you. Just wait.
Achha.
There was iPhone which was up before. I just want to confirm their hand has not come back up again. Okay, Rima.
Yeah, actually, my son is getting dropped at Kharad on the way back.
Okay.
So I would require a contact detail of someone whom I can actually
Yeah,
coordinate with.
that we sent on the day they're leaving, the day before they're leaving, we'll send you who's going to be the person in contact, because that person can change at the last second also.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Uh, okay, Veena, I will take that into note. Don't worry about that. Geeta Vasan.
Yeah, hi. This is my daughter's third trip to Inme. Last year she had been to Tons. So you just mentioned about shopping at Manali. So I was just checking if there is any possibility of GPay. I know that phones won't be given to the kids, but maybe some of the coordinator, rather than sending them the cash, is there a possibility that way so that they
Ma'am,
can do their shopping? No.
Ma'am, usually the children want cash at that time, right? If they don't have and then find something, we do buy it for them, and we'll take the money from it. Don't worry.
Okay, that will taken care then. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Okay. Sujata, there is no need for sleeping bags at all. They will, even the last 2 days when they'll be away from the hotel, they're only away in the daytime. They're back to the hotel in the evening, right? So they will be in their rooms. Okay. Veena, we will be sending you out a message about the people who will be receiving them in Delhi. So don't worry about that. There will be also some other people who might be coming from Bangalore. We will make a group so that all you guys are together and have each other's number. Okay. Amit's iPhone. You have your hand up.
Yeah, hi.
Yes.
It was just a little question that you'll be sharing any emergency contact numbers with us. So, just in case if you want to contact our child, we can just do so.
Okay. So, there's an emergency on your side, right? If there's some emergency on your side,
Yes.
then you can contact the person you've been in touch with. I am also putting my number down in the chat. You can note that down, right? You'll also get another number of the person who will be at the departure. All 3 numbers will be valid for you to call for any kind of emergency. If there's any emergency on the camp, they'll call you directly.
Okay, that would be fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Vikash.
Yes, Nipun. I'm Anshul's dad.
Yes.
So he's joining the ski camp.
Okay.
He has to take up those small gears like kneecap and those things, or
No, nothing required.
they will be provided, right?
So kneecaps and all are not required. We give them ski boots,
Mhm.
right? That's mainly it, because the kneecaps don't work because the ski boots almost come to the knee, right?
Okay.
So they have to be open and they are going to be balancing using their knees a lot.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Okay. Somebody had written, do you get ski pants and gloves? No. So we used to, Amaida, we used to have the ski suits and the gloves before. They are very uncomfortable for the children, what we realized, especially when they're learning. That's why we started doing the waterproof trousers and the jackets. The children are more comfortable in that rather than the ski suits.
So Nipun, hi. So thanks for
Yes.
responding to that question.
Yeah.
So when you say you're going to provide the jacket and pants, right? The waterproof.
No, these are the jackets and pants they are carrying, which is in the part of the kit list.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll just say, because everybody has different sizes. Now, if they don't have, then we hire a ski suit for them, the skiing suit for them. But
No, that's
that's
what I
like a
thought.
yeah, but that's
That,
like a jumpsuit, right? It becomes very uncomfortable for the children, especially if they want to go to the loo.
no, yeah, ski jumpsuits. Okay, that's my question. Is there a
Yeah.
possibility to hire a ski jumpsuit? Because see, the idea is that these pants, ski pants that we're buying and the jacket, right? I mean, I don't
No,
know what
don't
Decathlon.
buy ski pants.
Okay.
Normal waterproof trousers like joggers or track pants, right? The
Okay.
synthetic ones, those are
Okay.
perfect. You don't need to send anything else.
So like a waterproof jacket and a waterproof pant.
Yeah,
Those are fleece, the thin fleece ones, and
yeah.
you layer inside. You're saying
Yeah,
then okay, because it's easier. I thought jumpsuits are easy to hire. Yeah, if there's a
they are
possibility.
easy to hire, but we used to do it, but they were actually more problematic for the children to ski in.
Hmm. No,
That's why we
only
stopped.
loo break is a problem. I understand
No, even
because
loo brakes, and they were finding it very comfortable. Those are quite thick also, right? Those are
hmm.
not the hugging types. You don't get the international hugging types which you get in America and all, right?
Okay,
We
okay,
get the
okay.
big ones over there, and that the children are like, "Sir, isse अच्छा तो मैं पहनूं ही ना."
Okay, understood. Then you the ski glasses.
Normal sunglasses. We are not going at that speed that they need skiing glasses. That's for high
Okay,
speed. That's when they become professionals and they go on a very, very speedy slope.
okay, normal sunglasses. Okay,
Yeah.
and then the gloves, the waterproof
Gloves are the
gloves. That's what.
waterproof gloves. What happens is when they start skiing in the morning because it's cold, they're using the gloves. A little
Hmm.
while later, they actually feel hot and they take off the gloves.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, because waterproof gloves are they're thin, no? They're not really thick.
Yeah.
They,
So
they can,
it becomes quite hot over there
yeah,
when they go
daytime
there.
temperature 20, I think, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
okay, understood.
So where can I buy the shoes from? The
Decathlon or Amazon, both you have it everywhere.
Okay.
So
Which
these are
one? There's a waterproof
just
hiking shoe,
normal,
right?
yeah,
Or the
normal
gum boots?
ankle high, not even hiking shoes. You could just need ankle high waterproof shoes. If you look for snowshoes or something, you're gonna get very expensive shoes. Ankle high waterproof shoes. That's what you need to search for.
Remember, you get these gum boots. What do you think of those?
Gum
Yeah.
boots are very difficult to walk in.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay.
Nipun, there's a question from Vansh Agarwal's father.
Yeah, what is it? Okay. Would you confirm the reporting time for the airport? If you're coming by road, sir, 5:15 p.m. is the reporting time at the terminal. If you reach before also, just give us a call. We'll tell you where our team is standing and then you can come there.
So I have a question. If kids are learning at different levels, like probably if one picks up faster, one is not that great, then how do you manage the group?
So that's why we have a four. When I said that, the instructor actually is not 1:6, it's 1:4. When we see children picking up faster, we start shifting them and then we keep focusing on the people who are taking time. So, say out of the 35 who are going to be doing skiing, say 10 have picked it up faster. So, the 10 will move to the next slope and the rest will focus on, and slowly and steadily we'll keep sending.
So how do we go from the hotel to the slopes?
Ma'am, the first 2 days is walking. It's right next doors,
Okay.
right? The next 2 days, depending on what slope we are using, either it's by the MUVs or there's one slope which we can walk to.
Okay, it's walking only. It is not through a gondola or something like that, right?
No, ma'am, the gondola one, actually we use that sometimes, but it's a little crowded. When we don't have snow anywhere else, that's when we use the gondola one.
So right now, how's the snow situation, sir?
Right now, beautiful.
Okay.
Right now, I just got photographs recently. Beautiful snow. We have snow all over. We won't need to go anywhere. But obviously, with the kind of weather we've been having, you never know what's going to happen. Delhi is pleasant in the evenings these days, where at one point in time, Delhi used to be, hot. In the daytime, it's reaching 30. At night, it's very pleasant. So, it's very weird
Okay.
weather which is happening.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Would like to know what's the ratio of girls and boys?
Just hold on. Just tell you. We have 22 girls and we have 24 boys.
And what's the when will you share the details about the hotel of Manali?
Ma'am, the hotel of Manali is Iceland Hotel, but we do not share any of the details. You're not allowed to call them or anything. They even know that, if any parent calls, they will not pass on the phone.
Oh, no problem about that. But just need to know where they are staying, their whereabouts.
Hotel Iceland. Solang.
All right. And each room will have how many girls or boys?
Three boys or three girls.
Sharing. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, just one question.
Yeah.
Does the puffy jacket works as a waterproof jackets, or we need to buy a different?
No, that works.
That works.
Yeah.
And secondly, Nipun, one more thing. Recently, there was some news about Solang Valley. There was a disturbance due to the weather. So how is it like now? The things are okay now over there?
Yeah. That's okay. So what happens is one day when it snows heavily, sorry, for 1 or 2 days, the road can get blocked, right? We have alternate routes also available. It's not an issue. And the people who are running this program are locals. They live in Solang itself.
So but then there were landslides and huge pile of traffic. So how do you manage with all these things? In fact,
the huge pile of traffic. First of all, right now it's not in season. That happens usually season time, right?
Okay.
Where you can get really bad, which is Christmas time. Holy time was quite heavy over there right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the way we have planned it, it's low season at that time, right? With traffic, what happens is sometimes if there's a traffic jam, we have an alternate trekking route. The luggage will go separately. The children will trek up to the hotel.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Shruti, you have your hand up. Michael, can you answer the messages on the chat, please?
Yeah, just doing that, Nipun.
Yeah. Shruti Loyalka?
Hello. Yeah,
Yes.
hi. Hello, sir. I just wanted to ask. I think someone asked, but I missed listening to the answer. Like you said, that kids can be given 5,000 cash, and which they can use in the Manali, maybe Mall Road or somewhere. So at that time, will you be giving them the phone? Because even I would want him to be paying with UPI.
No, ma'am. The phones will be in Delhi. The phones won't go to Manali.
Okay, so how do we manage this?
if somebody doesn't have money or they've run short of money,
Yeah.
they usually ask us, and then we help them out, and we send them the bill to the parents, and then we ask the parents to transfer.
Okay, that's also fine with me. So, or I can just give some cash to him, and he can, if he wants.
Yeah. So if you're worried about them losing the cash, once they reach Delhi, they can hand it over to us. We'll keep it safe for them, and when they need it in Manali, we'll hand it to them.
Fine. So we'll do something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So what is the reason for no phone policy if they could even have it for half an hour in a day or like just 15 minutes at a certain point?
Ma'am, the whole point is to get them away from technology. The second point is to get them away from you. We want them to become independent. We want them to be away. See, we have gotten too dependent on technology. Everything is phone, right? And everything is now. I've had cases where parents have been, there's something wrong with my child, and you need me to talk. You need me to speak to them. I need to speak. We've tried to get the child on the phone. The child has refused to talk to the mother because they're having so much of fun, right? First. Second, it's a distraction. It's a big distraction. We give them for half an hour. They're not just going to talk to you. They're going to go onto Instagram. They're going to do stuff. They're not going to pay attention. We don't want them. We want them to be away from the phone. We've got them too dependent on the phones. The whole point of these programs is to get them away from the phones. We'll be sending you updates daily, twice daily. There'll be photographs which will be coming. When I used to go on these camps, obviously the mobile phones didn't exist at that time, but my parents didn't even get updates, right? They got one update in 2 days that, okay, all children are safe. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Ajay, do you have a question?
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
I will be coming from Mumbai, so I'll be landing in Delhi and I'll be depositing my phone. So you're saying that the phone will remain in Delhi,
Yes.
but I will be getting dropped off at Kharar. I will not be going back to
So,
Delhi.
so that I will make sure it comes to you.
Acha, okay, fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Advay, as you asked, is there anybody traveling from Mumbai? Ajay is traveling from Mumbai. Okay. I'm just gonna read the messages. How many kids? So the skiing capacity, Keshav, is the skiing capacity is 36. We have 35 children registered on it. For snowboarding, we have capacity of 15. 11 are registered on it.
Nipun, they're asking if any particular brand for the puffy jackets.
No, and it doesn't necessarily need to be puffy jacket, by the way. It can be a thin jacket also. The reason why I was saying puffy jacket because they have a puffy jacket, so they don't need to buy a new jacket. If you have a normal waterproof jacket, that's more than enough. You don't need to do anything else. And you can buy it at Decathlon or Amazon or online. You can go to a local store which sells tracksuits. Waterproof tracksuits also work. Okay, parents, if there are no more questions, thank you so much. You can start logging off.
I just wanted to ask how many students are traveling from Bangalore?
These students from Bangalore, I'll just check. Shivani, I didn't ask about rain jacket and pants. I requested track waterproof jacket and waterproof pants. No rain jacket pants are required here. Those are very thin. Okay. For how many from Bangalore? I have 9 people. Sorry, I have 19 people from the Bangalore region. I won't be able to tell you if they're from Bangalore or Tamil Nadu or somewhere, but in the south region, I have 19 people traveling.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes. Ma'am, you went on mute after saying you have a question.
Okay, so
Yes.
my son is traveling from Bangalore.
Okay.
So will you be making a WhatsApp group for Bangalore kids?
Yeah, there will be a WhatsApp group which will meet.
ठीक है. And later, in case he makes friends or something, do you?
So we give them something called cool books, right? They can write down each other's numbers there.
Yeah. Last time, he had
Yeah,
something.
so they
Yes.
write the numbers over there.
Okay. ठीक है. Thanks.
Okay. Yes, Veena, totally. If you go to the kit list with Decathlon, they will help with the items, but the first thing they're going to recommend is the most expensive. Ask them for cheaper stuff. They don't need that expensive stuff. Vivo from Kerala, I won't be able to tell you that right now. I just know 19 people coming from south of India. Okay, parents, thank you so much. You can start logging off. Michael, somebody wanted the link, but they've deleted the message. Okay.
What did they want?
They wanted a WhatsApp chat link, WhatsApp channel link, but the message has been deleted now. So I think they found it. Okay.
They must have gotten it already.
Yeah.
I guess.
ठीक है. Okay.